I was scrolling down, waiting for new posts. I didn't even like the posts that came up. It was just craving for more. And I didn't understand that as a kid. And I worry about future kids who are dealing with an infinite scroll because they would never experience what I felt, which was when you run out of the posts, what do you do next? I was definitely in a state of escapism. I was running away from sides of myself that I wasn't ready to deal with. And it's natural at that age when you're like 15, 16, 17. These are the things that go on, you know. And it wasn't just Instagram, it was YouTube, it was series I used to binge. I did Breaking Bad in like I did Breaking Bad in like not even a month. I did Game of Thrones. I caught up like the 4 seasons in a couple weeks. It was terrible. I tell you, like I was sociable. I was definitely I was an academic. I was doing sport. I was doing all of these things, but I think I was lacking like a further socialization, something like of higher level and something of meaning. I think it was my own creativity, my own uniqueness that wasn't being, represented and expressed. And I wasn't at a stage where I could securely um, express these things. And as people are in high school and you're figuring things out, and it's not easy, but the major point to make here is there's a lot of people, there's a large group of people that are so volatile and exposed on these platforms. And when I say like why you should delete these things, why you shouldn't even have access to it in the first place, is because addiction can ruin your life, especially at that age. And people will say, oh no, but it's just a little thing, video games once in a while, social media once in a while. Like, yes, but they are addictive and they make you feel like you're making real life progress when you're actually lacking in the external. And then you get put in these situations where you are in the external, and then you can feel like a little gap where you're missing out on, and it can ruin your development. I don't think it ruined mine. I think I learned the lessons that I needed to learn, and it made me stronger. It made me mentally strong. It taught me how to overcome things. It is something that I will not not go back and change, but I will definitely go back and advise other people against. And yeah, I mean, I was a binge machine. You must understand this. Like I told you, like I was flying through everything when it was YouTube. Back in the days of like vlogs and stuff. I understand vlogs is still there, but like daily upload vlogs, I used to order by the oldest and watch through them. I was really lost. 9gag, iFunny, all of these things I wasted hours on, and not just hours, I wasted data. My parents were absolutely furious. I thought my dad was going to kick me out of the house. I was like pretending to be angry at him at the end of the day, but I knew deep down I was wrong. I mean, I wasn't really pretending, I was just like walking around in a mood. But they shouted at me, they told me like what it was, and like they didn't tell me I was addicted. I wish I knew, because in that moment, like they were saying, "Oh, must we take the phone away? What do you want us to do?" And I was inside in depth feeling like, you know what, just take it, because it's out. I just wanted it out of my hands. I wanted to be free of it, but I didn't know how to express that at the time. I think now I've had periods of leaving. I've had periods of deciding to quit and never come back to social media. And those periods of time served me so well until I read like an article where they talk about like posting more, and the balance of posting versus consuming, and how consuming more makes you will make you feel a bit more depressed, which is why what I was feeling. And then posting more can raise like your self esteem and stuff. But I think also both sides of the equation in the extremes can be very addictive, can create delusion in your life. So I would on the side of caution for that. I think there is like a value to it. I think most definitely social media can provide a great outlet to express your life, to express moments in your life and look back on it in a creative way that you can look back and think, I did this when I was a kid. I was posting it this way. I was posting the grid style pics, like the collage style pics, or posted a row of pics that made up a big one. Like those things, like those are actually so cheesy, but like when you when you're young and you're trying to express yourself, like you feel like these things are cool, and it's nice to go back and look. When I deleted my Instagram, I had a full sit through, like the mega run of all my stories, all the posts and everything over years. And it was cool. Don't get me wrong, like the nostalgia was amazing. I did all of that and then deleted the app. But yeah, my time off it really brought me down to earth. It made me realize like who really has your back. Because yes, you can chat to a person online and you can be digitally in the digital space like close, and people ask how you are and they want to find out about your life and what are you up to, etc. Post university and all of these things. But without it, you just have connections in your life that are strong, that are based on fact, based on people actually being there. And making the change can be lonely, but you must understand that it's not the end of the world. Um, Social media is one aspect, but if you can reclaim that time for yourself and it's going to be used to express yourself or get creativity or for you to get good at something else, 100% do it. Don't waste a second of your life. These apps are designed to get you addicted. They're designed to control you and take away a lot of your energy. Um, Without Instagram or social media, it's like almost an instant download to everyone what world event has happened. On the outside, everyone's like in like a state of panic and you're walking around free and ignorant pretty much until you run into someone and they say, "Oh, did you hear what happened to this?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not on social media, so like you have to tell me." And yeah, they've said they always like it gets brushed off or whatever, but yeah, they're slowly learning that like, okay, yeah, we need to just tell this, oh, what's gonna happen. Um, but yeah, I mean, I hope for you find a way to balance this out, because either extreme is addiction and all of that leads to delusion. Um, you have to just like take control of your life and really make use of that time, especially when you're young, to explore as many things as you can. Don't get caught into exploring something again and again and again just because there's a loop, just because there's, posts, just because there's dopamine release. Try and see through the dopamine, try and like actually look for what is like important in life, what is important to you in life, what can you see yourself doing for the next 2 years. And even if you stop that, it's not wasted time. You were a kite surfer for 3 years. Like that's a beautiful like niche part of time to give your life to. So really think about that. Even if you went into photography, all of these things, it makes you interesting, it makes you real. It's not some kind of digital world. Like they are things, but the real world makes the digital world interesting in the first place. So don't forget what matters, and don't underestimate your influence.